Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your patience and thank you very much for being here tonight because it really means a lot to all of us. Before I say many words that I have written down and want to say about today's event, let us start with a word of prayer. So Samir will take us through that.
Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon everyone. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin.
If I believe in me, I know I'll go far. If I want to reach the moon, I must first grab a star. If I believe in me, oh, the places I can go. But first, I must believe. Only then I can grow. I have to keep moving. I can't forever stay still. People say I can't, but I know that I will. I have a dream that I must fulfill. People say I can't. I will, I will, I will. I wish these were my words, but they are not. These are the words from the person who has brought us all together here together. And we want to start with one of the poems that she had written, and I want to call upon on stage somebody very special to accompany her for this poem. I will say other things as well, but I want to start with this poem because it is very close to her, and the person going to accompany her on stage is very close to me, and today he made a very special effort cutting short his holiday for this event. So we're really grateful. Please put your hands together for Mr. Kirit Patni on flute with Muneefa.
Good morning, everyone. Good evening. It's evening. Sorry. Sorry. This first poem is titled Verses from the Voiceless. I wrote this in an animal's perspective, hence the title. We're here for you to admire, for you to call and pray. Now we're playing hide and seek, and we hide every day. You're the one seeking, and once you find us, we cry. Because we'll either be hurt, or we're going to die. We just want to be loved. We don't want anything more. But people have the guts to leave us dead on the floor. We just want to be happy. We want to run with glee. But instead we run away from anyone that we see. People are trying to help us. People are trying to make us smile. But with many trying to hurt us, that might take a while. Many of us like to sing, but something is wrong. I can't say that gunshots are a good beat to a song. Like all the people, we want to be happy in life. But there's someone standing over there. Seems like they have a knife. We don't like archery. It's not a fun game. It's not long now until they take aim. We want to play something fun. We're tired of running in fear. Before we would run towards you. Now we don't want to be near. We want to play during the day and sleep peacefully at night. Before we let you admire us, but now we're not in sight because we're scared. We just want you to care. Why are you hurting us? It's just not fair. We have feelings as well. We get hurt just like you. And when you kill our family or friend, well, we cry too. Is it too much to ask to simply have a heart? We want to be together, but you're pulling us apart. We also have internal wounds that nobody sees. We just want you to care. Will you care, please? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Curate. Thank you, Muneefa. That was lovely. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining us today. This is indeed a very special moment for our family, and my husband Samir and I are beyond grateful to share it with all of you. Today, we are here to celebrate a young girl's voice, a voice that speaks for those who cannot, a voice that reminds us of kindness, compassion, and our shared responsibility towards each other, animals, and the world we live in. As a mother, I have had the privilege of witnessing my daughter's thoughts turn into words, her words turn into verses, and her verses into something far greater, a call for kindness, a plea for the world to pause, to feel, and to care. This book, Verses for the Voiceless, started as a school project, but in many ways, it has become a message, a movement, and most importantly, a reflection of the beautiful soul she carries within her. I have watched her sit quietly, lost in thoughts, scribbling away. I have heard the urgency in her voice when she speaks about the suffering of an animal or the sadness in her eyes when she sees the earth being harmed. She did not just write this book, she felt it, she lived it, and she poured her heart into every line. And today I was able to speak without her interrupting me. And that is what this book is all about, believing that kindness can heal, that compassion is not just an idea, but an action, and that every small act of goodness makes the world a little safer, a little warmer. I just want to, before anybody or before we start a session with Muneefa on her book, every child is shaped not only by their family but also by their teachers, and it is an honor to have some of the wonderful mentors who have nurtured and encouraged her creativity. I would like to invite Mrs. Wasima Khwaja just here for a few words for the children that they are nurturing in the school, and for her to say a few words about Muneefa's journey that she has witnessed.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everybody. It is truly an honor to be here today as we celebrate the incredible achievement of Muneefa and the launch of Voices of the Voiceless. Some of us have been privileged to hear her, Muneefa, recite poetry at school events, where her words have inspired, uplifted, and encouraged every one of us. And we look forward, every one of us, sorry, encourage us to look forward to a brighter future. Today, we witness another milestone in her journey, one that reflects her deep passion, empathy, and commitment to giving a voice to those who cannot speak for themselves. The Middle East Program, Person's project in the IB, is more than just an academic requirement. It is a journey of exploration, creativity, purpose, and passion. And this book is powerful testament of that. Through poetry, Muneefa has stepped into the world of the voiceless, of animals who feel love, pain, and joy, just as we do. She reminds us that they are not just part of our world, they have their own lives, needs, and rights, and that deserves to be recognized and respected. Muneefa, your words carry weight, and your message has the power to create ripples of change. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement. May Voices of the Voiceless reach many hearts, encourage empathy, and help build the future where all creatures are heard, valued, and protected. Congratulations, Muneefa, and thank you.
Thank you, Seema. And now I would love for you all to hear from the poet herself as she sits there. We will have a small fireside chat where she will share some of her thoughts and recite a few more poems. And to ask these questions, I want to invite a very special person in Muneefa's life. This year, they will be celebrating 10 years of friendship, and that is a very significant milestone. Let's invite very special Tulza on stage to take us through this session.
Okay, so what inspired you to write this book? Well, honestly, in the beginning, I knew even before personal project started, in the planning, I knew that even before I knew what I wanted to come up with as my product, I knew even before before we were even introduced to the personal project, that when this project comes, I want to do something that I know is going to make me really happy as a person in the end, something that I know I'm going to enjoy thoroughly, and something I've always wanted to do, which is give the voiceless a voice. And animals, obviously, they can't talk, and me being really passionate about animals from a very young age, I love them, and as I grew up, I got to understand more about how animals are being neglected and abused. And I knew that I was like, I want to do something about it. And that's when I decided I'm going to combine my passion for animals and my skills in poetry to give the voiceless a voice. Okay, wow, wonderful answer. So, which poem is closest to you? You know, you're so good at poetry. This is your natural talent. So, all of your poems have so much meaning. But out of them, which one do you think is closest to you, and why do you think so? Um, Out of all the poems I've written, I haven't even counted how many poems that I have, but it would be very difficult to pick one. Um, now that I'm such a good poet and I can't remember all the poems that I've written, it would be very hard to pick one. So when it comes to this book, I would say the first poem that I initially recited earlier, verses from the Voiceless, because this was the purpose of the entire project, and I knew that the second writing verse after verse, that poem, I was like, this is going to be one poem that I'm going to always look back on, and I'm going to be so proud of it. And it's a poem that I was really proud of. I was impressed that I actually can write such.
Yeah, well, we're all proud of you actually. So, if there was one thing you could change about the way the world treats animals, people, or even the environment, what would it be?
Honestly, like, okay, from the start of this project, I knew that I want my book to encourage those people who have not understood this issue properly yet. And honestly, just if people can just get the idea that our world is falling apart. What used to be a really beautiful, vibrant world with so much nature, so many animals you'll see on the streets. But now we don't see that anymore. Every other day you'll see trees are being cut down. You rarely find animals on the streets now. And I knew from the beginning, I was like, I just want people to understand that us not taking care of our world, us not taking care of our environment is not only going to affect, it's not just about, oh, there's less trees now, oh, there's less animals now. It's where we live. We live in this world. We need to take care of it. And this world won't be the same without the nature, without the animals, which carry the beauty of this environment. So I knew from the beginning, just as long as people understand that this is an issue that needs to be talked about, and this is a message that needs to go out there.
Okay. So, what message do you hope readers will take from your book versus for the voiceless?
Um, well, for people who still haven't, as I said earlier, still don't really understand the danger our world is in, I wanted this book to help them realize that. Um, Obviously, because of my passion for animals, I focused on, wanting to help animals. The proceeds from this book are going to a well-known organization known as KSPCA, and they take care of abused and neglected animals. And I hope that from this book, especially from the first poem that I said was closest to me,
Yeah.
verses from the Voiceless, um, I was hoping that my words are going to somehow evoke some sense of emotion in readers, help them understand why this book is being written, and our our environment is calling for help. Our animals are shouting for help.
And one last question. So I know you're very good at creativity, you're very good at English and naturally talented in poetry. You love animals a lot, so you know so much about them. And I also remember the fact that you said you don't need any research when it comes to this. So what's one of the challenges you encountered and how did you overcome it?
Um, as a poet, I think one of the biggest challenges that I face as a poet is when you get into writer's block, because there's moments where you want to write, but you don't know what to write about. And when I first started this project, when I first started writing the book, I had this idea that I'm going to make the entire book based off of filled with poems that I'm going to base all of them off of animal abuse and the environment. And I very quickly realized that writing so many poems about the same topic is going to be quite a challenge. And that's when I decided that I'm going to pick out a few poems from my already written collection that I feel I was the poems that I was most proud of. poems that I knew. Someone can read this and they'll get the sense of emotion. They're gonna feel the words. They're gonna be able to resonate with some of those poems. But in the beginning, having to write, because I felt like it would have been a bit confusing, just throwing in a bunch of already written poems, none of them based off of animal abuse or taking care of the environment. So that's when I decided that I'm going to throw in a few poems into the book about taking care of the environment and about helping animals. And that's what I surprisingly struggled with the most, was writing new poems, because when this project started, I was in writer's block, as a matter of fact, and that is why us going for an overnight trip was a really good thing, because my grade mates are very noisy, and I was sitting in the bus, had my headphones on, and I was like, this is a good chance. I'm in the mood, I'm in the setting, and I can I can write a few poems. So that was my biggest challenge in the beginning, finding writing new poems.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome.
So at this point, we want Muneefa to share the two poems that she had selected for this session, and can share the background with us as well. And thank you, Tulsa.
Okay, so the first out of these two poems is titled Pretty. I wrote this poem to encourage haters. There's many people out there who are so insecure about the way they look, especially girls. My hair has to be perfect. I have to wear makeup. I have to wear these kind of clothes. Everyone else is wearing them. And honestly, that's not how this world should work. People should be able to, girls should be able to go out there and be themselves. And there's this poem was directed specifically to girls who discourage that. Girls who um, group. There's girls who are gonna like put you down. You'll see other girls who, they're gorgeous. They have beautiful hair. They're always wearing makeup. They have such nice clothes on. But then these are the same girls that are discouraging you or hating on you for the kind of style that you carry around with you. So this poem, titled Pretty, is about that. Pretty is on the inside. So why should I stress about how I look? This world is a mess. I'm a nice person. That's how you start. Pretty is not on your body. Pretty is in your heart. So before you wear that dress and those shoes with a perfect heel, think of how your words will make someone feel. Before you put on that necklace and that diamond ring, ensure your words are words that don't sting. Pretty is on the inside. So don't forget, and don't say anything that one day you'll regret. The number of times you dress up doesn't matter. When with insults you're on a streak, your looks aren't loud enough to cover the words you speak. Before you hurt someone, ask yourself why. As you stand there and smile, remember you made someone cry. Those words you say, ensure they make sense. As you model down an alleyway, don't walk over someone else. Thank you. The second poem is titled I Will. And a few of the last few words in this poem, um, my mother stole from me, and you already have a sneak peek of them. But now you get to listen to the whole poem. I'm not yet there. I still can't fly. I'm not yet there, but I must try. But wait, I'm scared. No, I'm brave. I rise and fall, like an ocean wave. To rise is to fall. That's a lesson from the ocean. The waves rise and they fall, but still always in motion. I must believe there's no falling out. I must keep moving. I can't forever stay in doubt. And yes, I get scared. My body starts to shake. I get this weakness in my bones. I think I might just break. But it cannot work like that. That's not how it's meant to be. For I will only achieve if I believe in me. If I believe in me, I know I'll go far. If I want to reach the moon, I must first grab a star. If I believe in me, oh, the places I can go. But first I must believe. Only then I can grow. I have to keep moving. I can't forever stay still. People say I can't, but I know that I will. I have a dream that I must fulfill. People say I can't. I will, I will, I will.
Seeing her on crutches and then talking about bones and their weakness, it makes sense, right? Thank you very much, Muneefa. Before I take you through the last session of this evening, I need to thank many people here and the ones who are not here. Before I take you through the session that closes today's afternoon, we are full of gratitude for each one of you who took the time to be here, and we are full of pride for our daughter and her journey. I want to remember some very important people who have played a significant role in my children's lives. My late father-in-law, a music legend and a maestro, Ustad Bashir Bhatt. My incredibly supportive mother-in-law, Shamim Bhatt, who could not be here because she's traveled, and of course my sister-in-law, Farhana. She has been always with my children, and she's always been guiding these children and blessing them with her prayers. I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Wasim Bhatt today for not only being here and supporting us always in all the events that we have had. We're really grateful, and of course for this wonderful venue, for the whole family to be here. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. To my daughter, thank you for reminding us all to be a little more kind, a little more gentler, and a little more human. Your words are a gift to the world, and I know this is just the beginning. We will be having many more book launches with more people, I'm sure, who are not stuck in traffic. And then I have some incredible artists here who have supported us always in the past and today as well. We have Nitin, who's helped us with this whole sound system. We have Prasadji, who you will be hearing very soon on this incredible instrument that is tabla. We have Kirit Patni, you all know him very well. You have heard him playing this magical instrument, the flute, and he will be playing shortly with my son, who is very blessed to have the accompaniment and love and blessings of all these people who have been training him, guiding him. Thank you for adding the melody to her words tonight, and of course to everyone here. Thank you for believing in her and for encouraging her and for being part of this journey. May we all have today, this evening, carrying a little piece of verses for the voiceless in our hearts. Thank you. When we finish with the music, will be book signing, and you can take the book. As we said, that the proceedings from this book will be going to KSPCA, and we were supposed to have the representative from there, but even she is stuck in traffic. That is what I hear. So, but of course, the money will be going to them once we are able to sell some of her books today. So thank you very much for being here. I want to invite all the talented and great artists on stage to end this evening with some beautiful music. So my son Tahir will be singing with the incredible Kirit Patni and Prasadji, some really good music that we have lined up for you. So thank you so much, and bless him. He's very nervous, so just encourage him. Although he sings very well, but I think it's just the Gen Z difference with us. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for being here. As we have our artists get ready and tune their instruments, I want to request Dr. Wasim Bhatt to please come up here and just give us some few words. We'll be really grateful. Thank you.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अंग्रेजी में बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ लोग, लेकिन मैं उर्दू में बात करना चाहूँगा क्योंकि बहुत से लोग हैं जो उर्दू समझते हैं। बहसीयत एक मामूली शायर मैं मुबारकबाद पेश करना चाहता हूँ मुनीफा को। कल रात उसकी एक किताब मुझे समीर ने दी। मैंने कुछ उसको देखा है और मुझे बड़ी हैरत हुई है कि इतनी छोटी उम्र में इतनी अच्छी शायरी जो है वो कोई कर सकता है। मैंने अपने बारे में सोचा कि जब मैं 15 साल का था तो मुझे कितनी उर्दू या कितनी अंग्रेजी आती थी। एक तरफ तो शायरी है, शायरी एक आम जुबान से बहुत बुलंद आवाज में की जाती है। मैंने शायरी शुरू की थी जब मैं तकरीबन 30 साल का था। शायरी जिसे कहते हैं, इससे पहले जो है वो जो कुछ मामलात होते हैं जवानी में वो तो गुजर जाते हैं, उसके बारे में आदमी लिखता है लेकिन उनकी इतनी अहमियत नहीं रहती बाद में। इसलिए मेरी किताब में वो हिस्सा है ही नहीं जिसमें वो हादसा गुजर जाता है नौजवानों पे और वो उसके बारे में लिखते हैं, मोहब्बत के पहलू और बहुत सारी ऐसी चीज़ें। मैं ज़्यादा लंबी बात नहीं करना चाहता हूँ। मैंने इनकी तकरीर बड़ी अच्छी तरह से सुनी। मुझे एक वाक़या याद आ रहा था कि मैं 12वीं क्लास में था, 12th, उसको FSC कहते हैं वहाँ पर पाकिस्तान में। तो मैंने अपने बड़े शौक से एक गज़ल लिखी। वालिद मरहूम हमारे बड़े पढ़े लिखे आदमी थे, जानते थे, MA किया हुआ था उन्होंने। मैं उनको डरते डरते वो एक ले लिया पेपर उनके सामने। मैंने कहा वालिद साहब मैंने ये لکھی ہے. انہوں نے اس کو دیکھا اور دیکھنے کے بعد وہ کچھ دیر خاموش رہے اور میں انتظار کرتا رہا کہ بھئی یہ کیا کہیں گے. تو جو انہوں نے کہا وہ میں رپیٹ کر دیتا ہوں، جو میرا اصل مقصد تھا یہاں آنے کا. انہوں نے کہا بیٹے آپ اپنی پڑھائی کمپلیٹ کریں، اس کے بعد آپ مطالعہ کریں، پڑھیں کہ شاعری کیا ہوتی ہے. آپ سے پہلے جن لوگوں نے جو لکھا ہے وہ آپ کو پتا ہونا چاہیے کہ وہ کیا لکھا ہے، تاکہ جب آپ لکھنے کے لیے بیٹھیں تو کہیں ایسا نہ ہو کہ آپ وہ بات کر رہے ہیں جو پہلے کہی جا چکی ہے. اب مجھے یہ بات سمجھ میں آئی، میں نے لکھنا بند کر دیا، اپنی پڑھائی کمپلیٹ کی اور اس کے بعد پھر پڑھا. مجھے حیرانگی یہ ہے کہ یہ بچی جو ہے اگر یہ کتاب میرے پاس لے کے آتی ہے، فرق ہو گیا ہے. میں آج سے بات کر رہا ہوں 70 سال پہلے کی شاید یا 65 سال کی. میں اس کو یہ مشورہ نہیں دوں گا کیونکہ یہ مجھ سے بہت زیادہ آگے ہے. اس نے وہ تمام چیزیں سیکھ لی ہیں جو میں اس وقت نہیں سیکھ پایا تھا. لیکن پھر بھی میری اس سے گزارش ہوگی کہ یہ پڑھے. اپنی کتابیں تو پڑھتی ہے جو کہ علم ہے ہمارا، اے لیول کرنا ہے، اس کے بعد یونیورسٹی. یہ وہ پڑھنے کا مطلب یہ ہے کہ آپ کالج پڑھیں، کیٹس کو پڑھیں، انگریزی کو کہ ہم پڑھیں یا شیکسپیئر کو پڑھیں. بے شمار ہمارے بہت سارے انگریزی کے پوئٹس ہیں، اس کے بعد رائٹرز ہیں، اس کے بعد ناولس پڑھیں، آپ تھامس ہارڈی کے ناولس پڑھیں تو آپ کو اندازہ ہوگا کہ کیا لوگ لکھتے تھے، کس طرح لوگ لکھتے تھے. آپ نے ایک اچھا طریقہ اپنایا ہے جس کو ہم اس میں اردو زبان میں جو شاعری ہوتی ہے اسے کہتے ہیں کتا لکھنا، کہ ایک مصرع لکھا، پھر دوسرا مصرع لکھا، دوسرا مصرے میں جو آخری والا حصہ ہے جس کو ہم وہ کہتے ہیں کہ یہ ردیف ہے یا یہ قافیہ ہے، پھر تیسرا مصرع لکھا اور چوتھے مصرے میں دوسرا مصرع اور چوتھے مصرے میں آخر میں جو ہے وہ لفظ ایک جیسا آ جاتا ہے. اس کو کتا کہتے ہیں ہم لوگ اردو میں. تو لیکن آپ لکھتے رہو بیٹے. My good wishes with you. میرے پاس ایک کتاب ہے، مجھے سمجھ نہیں آ رہی تھی میں آپ کو کیا دوں گا. میں آپ کو اپنی ایک سجیشن دے سکتا ہوں، لیکن میں آپ کو ایک کتاب لینا چاہوں گا جس میں انگریزی میں شاعری کی گئی، میری شاعری کو انگریزی میں بتایا گیا ہے. شاید وہ اس میں کوئی چھوٹی سی ایک چیز آپ کو نظر آ جائے. آخر میں یہ جو آپ کا کہنا ہے نا کہ آپ اینیملس کے لیے لکھ رہی ہیں، نہیں، آپ اس میں انسان کو شامل کریں. انسان بھی ایک اینیمل ہے اور بے شمار لوگ ہیں جو کہ بولنا چاہتے ہیں اور بول نہیں پاتے ہیں. آپ کی شاعری کا جو میں نے پڑھا ہے وہ اس وقت میں نے دیکھا ہے تھوڑا سا بھی، بالکل لگتا ہے کہ کئی جگہوں کے اوپر ایک شخص کشمیر میں یا پیلسٹائن میں لکھ رہا ہے، اور وہ لکھ رہا ہے جو بول نہیں سک رہا ہے. لہذا آپ کی شاعری جو ہے وہ محدود نہ کریں اس کو اینیملس یا. اور پھر آخری ایک اور چیز، کبھی مت سوچیں کہ آپ نے کیا لکھنا ہے. آپ کو خود بتایا جائے گا کہ تم نے کیا لکھنا. خدا حافظ.
Before I start, I'd just like to say something that I've come to realize lately, and it's very important, is that मैं जो अच्छा करूँगा वो मेरे उस्तादों का किया हुआ है, और जो गलतियाँ होंगी वो मेरी. ऐसा देखा नहीं खूबसूरत कोई, ऐसा देखा नहीं खूबसूरत कोई, जिस्म जैसे अजंता की मूरत कोई, जिस्म जैसे निगाहों पे जादू कोई, जिस्म नगमा कोई, जिस्म खुशबू कोई, जिस्म जैसे महकती हुई चांदनी, जिस्म जैसे मचलती हुई रागिनी, जिस्म जैसे के खिलता हुआ एक चमन, जिस्म जैसे के सूरज की पहली किरण, जिस्म तरशा हुआ दिलकशो दिलनशी, संदली संदली मरमरी मरमरी, उसने जाना की तारीफ, उसने जाना की तारीफ, आफरी 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 आफरी, तू भी देखे अगर तो कहे हम नशी, आफरी 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 आफरी, जाना की तारीफ, जाना की तारीफ। चेहरा एक फूल की, चेहरा एक फूल की तरह शादाब है, चेहरा उसका है या कोई मोहताब है, चेहरा जैसे गजल चेहरा जाने गजल, जैसे कली चेहरा जैसे कवल, चेहरा जैसे तस्वुर भी तस्वीर भी, चेहरा एक ख्वाब भी चेहरा ताबीर भी, चेहरा कोई अलिफ लैल भी दास्तां, चेहरा की चेहरा एक पलगुमा, चेहरा जैसा के चेहरा कहीं भी नहीं, माहरू माहरू महजबी महजबी, उसने जाना की तारीफ, आफरी 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 आफरी, तू भी देखे अगर तो कहे हम नशी, आफरी 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 आफरी, उसने जाना की तारीफ। ऐसा देखा नहीं खूबसूरत कोई, जिस्म जैसे अजंता की मूरत कोई, जिस्म जैसे निगाहों पे जादू कोई, जिस्म नगमा कोई, जिस्म खुशबू कोई, जिस्म जैसे महकती हुई चांदनी, जिस्म जैसे मचलती हुई रागिनी, जिस्म जैसे के खिलता हुआ एक चमन, जिस्म जैसे के सूरज की पहली किरण, जिस्म तरशा हुआ दिल का کشو دل نشی سندری سندری مرمری مرمری اس نے جانا کی کاری اس نے جانا کی کاری آفری 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 تو بھی دیکھے اگر تو کہے ہم نشی آفری 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 جانا کی تاریخ اس نے جانا کی تاریخ
ایک شخص میرا انتظار کر رہا ہے نیچے ویسے میں کیا بھی آتا بیٹھے بیٹھے
میرے دل وچ رہ کے میرے دل دا حال نہ جانے تیرے باجوں کلیا بہ کے روندے نین نمانے جینا میرا ہے مرنا میرا نال تیرے سی کر اعتبار میرا میں کراں انتظار تیرا تو دل تو یوں جان میری میں تینوں سمجھاواں نہ تیرے باجو لگدا جی میں تینوں سمجھاواں نہ تیرے باجو لگدا جی تو کی جانے پیار میرا میں کراں انتظار تیرا دل تو یوں جان میری میں تینوں سمجھاواں نہ تیرے باجو لگدا جی سنجیاں سنجیاں دل دیاں گلیاں سنجیاں میریاں باواں سنجیاں سنجیاں دل دیاں گلیاں سنجیاں میریاں باواں آ جا تیریاں خوشبوآں نوں لبدیاں میریاں تھاں تیرے بنا ہے کی میں کراں دور اداسی دل بے قرار میرا میں کراں انتظار تیرا تو دل تو یوں جان میں تینوں سمجھاواں نہ تیرے باجو لگدا جی او تو کی جانے پیار میرا میں کراں انتظار تیرا تو دل تو یوں جان میری میں تینوں سمجھاواں
Thank you.